everyone. Today we'll start a topic named as microsporogenesis. What is microsporogenesis? So when we dissect this word, so we'll get microspore plus genesis. So you can say the formation of microspore is microsporogenesis. Now what is microspore? So the microspore is the male gamete of the flowering plant. Flowering plant का जो male gamete होता है that is microspore. So the formation of the haploid male gamete of the flowering plant is called as microsporogenesis. Now what is the importance of this process and where it will happen and how it will happen हमको डिस्कस करना है इस टॉपिक में. So microsporogenesis is the process which will complete in the reproductive organ of the flowering plant. The reproductive organ of the angiosperm or the flowering plant are the flowers. We know that in flowers so many whorls are present, and one of the very important whorl is androecium. Androecium is the male reproductive organ of the flowering plant. तो जो एंड्रोशियम होता है उसका एवरी सिंगल मेंबर इज कॉल्ड एज स्टेमन. स्टेमन का जब हम स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं सो स्टेमन इज कंप्राइज्ड ऑफ, इट इज़ द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ स्टेमन एंड स्टेमन इज कंप्राइज्ड ऑफ टू पार्ट्स. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज द प्रॉक्सिमल पार्ट इज एंथर एंड स्टॉक लाइक सेकेंड पार्ट इज फिलामेंट. So the microsporogenesis will occur inside the anther of this stamen in the flowering plants. Because we want to start the microsporogenesis, so we should know where it is happening. So it is occurring inside the anther, मतलब प्लांट के अंदर फ्लावर में मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव जो ऑर्गन है दैट इज एंड्रोशियम. और एंड्रोशियम के अंदर जो उसका एक एक मेंबर होता है दैट इज स्टेमन, और स्टेमन के अंदर इट विल अकर इन द एंथर. तो एंथर में माइक्रोस्पोरोजेनेसिस होगा. अब व्हाट इज सो स्पेशल इन दिस प्रोसेस, अगर हम माइक्रोस्पोर की बात करें तो माइक्रोस्पोर्स आर हैप्लॉइड. हैप्लॉइड मीन्स दे हैव वन सेट ऑफ क्रोमोसोम एज ऑफ द पेरेंट सेल. सो to reduce the number of chromosome, microsporogenesis is performed by the plants, maintain the number of chromosome constant in the next species or in the next generation. So to bring variation, sexual reproduction is required, and for that we need to form haploid gametes. So the formation of male haploid gamete in the plant is called as microsporogenesis. So it will occur inside the male reproductive organ, and it will occur inside the anther of the. We should know to understand the microsporogenesis we should know the structure of anther. So we'll discuss the structure of anther. So we've already drawn the structure of anther, and this diagram, as you can see, this diagram is the TS of anther, and it is given in the NCERT book. It is the TS of anther. This is the outer structure of the stamen, and it is this structure is, you can say, it is the TS of the anther. So externally when we see the anther, it is bilobed and it is laying with the filament with the help of connective. So externally it is bilobed, but when we see the TS of the anther, as you can see in the diagram, when we see the TS, each lobe is bilobed. हर लोब में दो लोब है. In that way, inside the one anther we have 4 lobes. हमारे पास एक anther के अंदर 4 लोब होते हैं. And the cavity or the sac-like structure which is present inside the lobe is called as pollen sac. Pollen sac is also called as microsporangia. Pollen sac or microsporangia is a place where the microsporogenesis will complete. Which we are seeing in the diagram, they are protected by the anther wall, or you can say they are present inside the anther wall. So we should know the structure of anther wall, and we should also know what all are the functions of the anther wall which are supporting the microsporogenesis. So as you can see in the diagram, we have taken an enlarged section of a anther wall, or you can say of anther. हमने ये diagram में can see हमने एक सेक्शन है उसको एनलार्ज करके देखा है, हमें ऐसा कुछ डायग्राम दिखा था. सो दिस इज़ द एनलार्ज व्यू ऑफ माइक्रोस्पोरेंजियम और एंथर. एंथर का ये एनलार्ज व्यू है. तो एंथर वॉल में क्या क्या होता है और उसका क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है वो देखेंगे. देन वी स्टार्ट विद द माइक्रोस्पोरोजेनेसिस, सो दैट इट विल बिकम ईजी टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये जो एंथर है उसके अंदर क्यों हो रहा है और कौन कौन सी लेयर्स है एंथर वॉल में जो इस प्रोसेस को सपोर्ट करती है. ओके, सो the outermost layer of the anther or anther wall is epidermis. हमेशा जो outermost layer होती है it is epidermis, and the function of epidermis is protection. उसका काम होता है बचाने का. जो सबसे बाहर होगा कोई भी, उसका काम सबसे पहले उसी को सब चीज़ें फेस करना पड़ेगी ना. इन द सेम वे epidermis का फंक्शन इज टू प्रोटेक्ट, प्रोटेक्शन का फंक्शन होता है. देन इनर टू द epidermis second layer is present, and this layer is called as endothecium, labeled endothecium as 2. क्यों? endothecium जो है it is comprised of fibrous bands. अभी fibrous band क्या है, उसका क्या importance है? At the time of pollen release, it will help in the dehiscence of the anther wall. anther wall को ब्रेक करने में हेल्प करेगी, तो पोलन का रिलीज ईजी हो जाएगा, पोलन गेन का रिलीज ईजी हो जाएगा, बिकॉज इट इज़ हाइग्रोस्कोपिक इन नेचर, so it is very important. Then inner to the endothecium, third layer is called as middle layer. Middle layer are more than one, एक से ज़्यादा होती है middle layer. So ऐसा देखा है कि middle layer is clearly visible in the young anther, but at the time when the pollen grain is formed completely, at that time it is degenerated, means then the innermost layer of the anther wall is tapetum, and the tapetum layer is surrounding the pollen sac और microsporangia. So tapetum में थोड़ा सा कुछ स्पेसिफिक है और tapetum थोड़ा सा अलग है. If you see the structure of tapetum, or if you see the structure of the cells of tapetum, so they may be uninucleated or binucleated, but the cytoplasm is very dense, as you can see in the diagram. ये जो ब्लैक कलर की सेल है जिसका न्यूक्लियस इज रेड, मतलब मैंने जो कलर किया है दैट इज द सेल ऑफ tapetum, and they have very dense cytoplasm because it will help in the nourishment of developing microspore. So these are the layers of anther wall. And now inner to the tapetum, pollen sac is present. So in the beginning sporogenous cells are present which will form PMC and MMC. PMC or MMC. PMC is pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell, later which will form microspore. So it is present inner to the tapetum. So this was the structure of anther wall. विचारो वॉल क्यों प्रेजेंट है ये आपको समझो होगा अच्छे से. नाउ द माइक्रोस्पोरोजेनेसिस विल बी डन बाय दिस पार्ट, PMC एंड MMC. ये जो रेड कलर की मैंने सेल्स बनाई हैं, दीज आर स्पोरोजेनस सेल्स, लेटर इट विल फॉर्म PMC एंड MMC विच विल फॉर्म माइक्रोस्पोर्स, जो बाद में माइक्रोस्पोर्स बनाएगी. एंड इन द बिगनिंग दे ऑल आर डिप्लॉयड, बट एट द टाइम ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ माइक्रोस्पोर्स विल बी हैप्लॉयड. सो एक छोटा सा, अभी हमें माइक्रोस्पोरोजेनेसिस स्टार्ट करना है, बट एक छोटा सा कन्वर्जन मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. जो उस कन्वर्जन में विल सी द मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ एंथर फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ माइक्रोस्पोर. द एंथर इज़ यंग, व्हेन द एंथर इज़ यंग, जब एंथर यंग होता है, सो it has two types of cells. You can say in the young phase it has two types of cells, outer epidermis and inner parenchymatous or hypodermal cell. Then the inner cells will divide into the two types of cells. First type of cells are called as, this is very important, first type of cells are called as parietal cells. And the second type of cells are called as sporogenous cell. So anther has formed two types of cells. Outer one is parietal cells and inner is sporogenous cells. Parietal cells will form anther wall, means parietal cell will differentiate and it will form outermost epidermis, then second layer endothelium, then third middle layer and the innermost tapetum. The sequence of arrangement is this: outer to inner epidermis and endothelium, then middle layer and then tapetum. So now you can conclude, or now you can imagine that anther wall is ready. Now inside the tapetum, these sporogenous cells are present, which will form PMC or MMC, pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell. Now this pollen mother cell and microspore mother cell will form microspore, but it is occurring inside the microsporangia. Pollen sac is also called as microsporangia. So the place where the microspore will be synthesized is called as microsporangia. So now we'll study the process of microsporogenesis inside the microsporangia. So as you can see that PMC or MMC is diploid. Diploid matlab it has diploid set of chromosomes. The total number of chromosomes which is present in any species of plant, it has diploid number of chromosomes. And the purpose of microsporogenesis is to reduce the number of chromosomes to the half. So now plant will perform meiosis cell division. So now we'll start the changes in PMC. तो अभी हम फिर से PMC में क्या क्या चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, हाउ इट विल फॉर्म माइक्रोस्पोर और पोलन ग्रेन. दिस PMC and MMC or MMC, pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell, and as I just told you, they are diploid. Diploid means they have total number of chromosomes जो किसी species के न्यूक्लियस में present होते हैं. Like we are having 23 into 2, तो our 23 is X. ठीक है, तो इसमें जो भी प्लांट का स्पीशीज़ है, लाइक P है तो उसमें 7 होगा, इन दैट इट इज़ 2x. और अभी हमारा काम है टू फॉर्म द गैमेट टू रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स टू द हाफ. सो इट विल परफॉर्म meiosis cell division 1. As you know कि meiosis is divided into two parts, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 is the reductional division in which the chromosome will reduce to the half, and whereas the meiosis 2 is the equational division. It is just to increase the number of cells. So in meiosis 1, after meiosis 1, ये जो 2x है, it will form 2 haploid cells. Means from one diploid we get 2 haploid cells. एक diploid से उनको 2 haploid से मिल गई, मतलब reduction is done. माइक्रोस्पोर का जो मेन प्रॉपर्टी था, we wanted to reduce the number of chromosomes to the half, हो गया. Now this process is followed by meiosis 2. meiosis 2 होगा उसमें. So because it is similar to the mitosis, so in short you can say from one diploid PMC, one pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell will form 4 haploid microspores. Every diploid PMC, pollen mother cell, will form 4 haploid microspores. तो बहुत सारी PMC यहाँ पे, तो बहुत सारे microspores बनेंगे. And we need a large number of microspores, क्योंकि pollen grain को travel करना पड़ता है from one place to the another place, तो नंबर बहुत ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. So अभी ये जो चारों microspore बनेंगे, how they will convert into pollen grain, अब हम उस पर आते हैं. वो जो चारों haploid microspores बने, initially they will be arranged in the form of a tetrad. Tetrad के form में arrange हुए initially. Then it will form pollen grain. हर इनमें से हर एक pollen grain बनाएगा. So this process will occur inside the anther. तो कैसा बनेगा pollen grain? So this is the structure of pollen grain. Now if we see the structure, so the outermost layer of the pollen grain is called as axil. Exine is the hardest layer. It is resist to the high temperature and pH changes. So and it is made up of a chemical which is called as sporopollenin. इतनी बहुत टफ होती है, इसको ब्रेक करना इज़ नॉट ईजी. फिर ब्रेक कैसे होगा, क्योंकि पॉलिनेशन तो यहीं से होने वाला है. आई मीन पोलन टिप तो इसमें से बाहर आने वाली है. सो from one or more than one places, sporopollenin chemical is absent, and that pore line structure is called as germ pore. If we talk about the monocot plants, so it has only one germ pore, while in dicot the germ pores are up to 3. So it is the place from where the pollen tube will come out. Okay, the exine is made up of sporopollenin. It is very hard. Then the inner layer is intine. Intine chemically it is made up of cellulose, pectin, or you can say pectinocellulose. This layer is thin as compared to the exine. Exine से ये थोड़ी thin है. Now inner to the intine, cytoplasm of the pollen grain is present. Inside the cytoplasm will divide into the two cells. One cell is germ cell, or you can say generative cell, and the second cell is vegetative cell. Vegetative cell is also called as tube cell. It is the structure of pollen grain in which two cells are present inside the pollen grain. This structure is called as two-celled stage of pollen grain. Two-celled stage, because in this two cells are present. So in many species of plants, pollen grain will shed in two-celled stage. इसी stage में shed हो जाएगा, मतलब यहाँ से anther से day cells के through निकल जाएगा. But in some species, the germ cell will divide mitotically, and it will become two. I mean, it will divide and it will form two germ cells. So in that way, the total number of cells inside the pollen grain before resistance of anther is 3. So this stage of pollen grain is called as three-celled stage of the pollen grain. So up to 60% of pollen grain are shedding in the form of two-celled stage, whereas up to 40% they are raising in three-celled stage. Now after the release with the help of pollinating agent, or after the pollination, it will reshed the stigma, and here it will help in the fertilization by the formation of pollen tube. So up to the formation of pollen grain, it is the formation of microspore.